It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're starting to get some early answers on this year's big questions in the NBA season. And here to tell us what it all means are the experts, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm just your host, Ernie Johnson.
No one's an expert.
Huh?
No one's an expert.
Well, you guys try. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Well, certainly the Timberwolves have one of the best young cores in the league now. Kenny, how well do Wiggins and Towns pair up with each other now and down the road?
Wow, young team. However, these two young guys can be superstars in this league, especially Wiggins. Wiggins can handle the scoring load, and Towns is learning his way, playing against guys his size, his strength for the first time on a consistent basis. But he's been solid. He's a solid defender, and this is going to be a good team down the line.
Both guys can play multiple positions on the floor, so they'll have a ton of flexibility as the team grows. You know what their favorite sitcom is?
What's that?
The Young and the Restless, baby.
Oh, I like that. That should be their new nickname, The Young and the Restless.
That's a good one.
Well, that's all up to your opinion, I reckon. Let's go courtside to Kevin Harlan.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to Phoenix.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And I'm still trying to figure out what happened there, Greg, quite honestly. I mean, no matter how it looks on paper, you still got to show up and play and compete. And it looked like they were not interested in being there.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Reggie Jackson out there with Thornton. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Towns. And it's Monroe in at the 4-man position. Now here's Paul. Kicks it to Cephalosha. Cauley Stein with it. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson is doubled. On the wing, Thornton. He kicks it to Bazemore. Monroe, the pass to Jackson. Oh, that's blocked. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. He rifled that one in from distance. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game. Los Angeles on D. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continued to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Here's Paul. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And stolen by Thornton. Here's Jackson. Finished off the break. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always going at breakneck speed. He still maintains his body control.
Now here's Paul. Stolen by Jackson. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Korver. Griffin kicks to Sefolosha.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Second free throw, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jackson kicks to Monroe. Monroe with a screen on Korver. Thornton with it. Now defended by Korver. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Korver for 3. Here's Cauley Stein. No luck. And Minnesota will come the other way. The pass to Towns. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Korver gets a wide open look. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that's now 6 points in the game for Kyle Korver. Monroe with a screen on Paul. Paul against Jackson. Here's Towns. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Monroe outside. Bazemore dishes to Towns, and a wide open look for Thornton. The three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles trails by 5. Sefolosha passes to Griffin. For Los Angeles, they have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Levine's checked in to the paint. Outside for Jackson. Monroe right side. Here's Levine, covered by Sefolosha. Got a hand on it. Well, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. Throws down the breakaway jam.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and A little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
That's tipped. Here's Jackson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Down low and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Korver kicks to Griffin. Rejected by Monroe. Here's Thornton, and it's Monroe at the elbow. Pass to Levine. Puts it up from 17. Pekovic. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
And Cauley-Stein over to help. And Thornton kicks to Levine. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Some changes for Minnesota. Splitters checked in for Monroe. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Los Angeles trails by 7. Crawford dishes to Stauskas. The feed to Biyombo. Stauskas, the pass to Biyombo. Clock at 6. Here's Kaminsky, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Mayo brings the double team. Splitter kicks to Thornton. The dish to Pekovic. From 12 feet out. Shot's good. Pekovic has got his first bucket in this one.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
They set the pick. Crawford drives in. That's good. Crawford's got his first basket of the night.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Rubio outside. Splitter sets a screen. Thornton for 3. Crawford with the rebound. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Shot's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pekovic with a screen. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Levine, guarded by Mayo. The offensive rebound. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's Rubio. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
And here is Paul. Good D by Rubio. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves ahead, up by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Kent Bazemore. Jackson is out there with Levine. Then there's Monroe. And it's Towns in at the 5, down low. Here's the screen. Right side, Korver. Back to Paul. To the inside. Korver kicks to Griffin. Paul dishes to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Sefolosha, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Monroe's shot is good.
You've got to box out on the free throws. Put a body on somebody. The little things can make a big difference.
Towns with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Lets it go from 11. Monroe, no good. Los Angeles trails by 13. Here's Korver for 3. Count the bucket. Korver's got 9.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Now here's Towns. He's covered closely, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Cauley Stein with it. Now Monroe defending. Korver missing again. Minnesota leading by 10. Levine kicks to Towns. Jackson passes to Bazemore. Towns dishes to Jackson. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 5.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
They get the rebound. Here's Griffin. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. 5 points in the game.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Paul outside. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. He dishes it to Griffin. Here's Cauley Stein. It's blocked, but he stays with it. Shot clock at 6. Korver against Jackson. Griffin trying to get open. Korver missing again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Levine. To the paint. Here's Monroe. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Left side, Griffin. Takes the 13 force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timberwolves leading by 15. Jack sinks it to Bazemore. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Jackson. He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point. Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well, seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting. Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Now here's Korver. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Paul. Bazemore grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 16. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Dishes it to Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kaminsky's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Splitter comes in for Greg Monroe. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Now, here's Rubio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Los Angeles trails by 15. Here's Cephalosha. Right through the D for the layup. Now Thornton.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
And this will put both the offense and the defense to the test.
Here's Splitter, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Thornton passes to Rubio. Back to Thornton. Splitter with the ball. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Cephalosha dishes to Kaminsky. The layup missed. Here's Bazemore. Feeds it to Splitter. No good off the back of the rim.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Korver with it. Outguarded by Pekovic. Korver against Pekovic. And stolen by Pekovic. Rubio outside. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. In the corner, Thornton with it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Korver's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Cephalosha. And Rubio kicks it to Bazemore. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 3 assists tonight.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
I'm sorry. That's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
It's deflected. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Rubio's got the ball. Kept alive. High post Pekovic. Kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Pekovic. Now here's Thornton. Covered by Cephalosha. Goes back up. And that one's good. Pekovic. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Rubio, the pass to Pekovic. The layup missed.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Timberwolves on top as they wrap up the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-7 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Ricky, what does it say about this team to have such great productivity from the bench, and what does it do for you guys as a unit?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Well done, Ricky. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, let's go to you. Your opinion on their game so far.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Los Angeles trails by 21. Cephalosha is out there with Griffin. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Kaminsky in at the 5. Cephalosha dishes to Paul. Fires from 14. Korver, good. Korver's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Los Angeles. And stolen by Cephalosha. And for Minnesota, Greg Monroe is out there with Towns. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Thornton. And it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. Now here's Jackson. Jackson is doubled. And Bazemore kicks to Thornton. And here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Towns, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
On up the court, Bazemore gets the bucket. Bazemore's got 4 this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
And Los Angeles guys shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And it's Paul penetrating, and he gets it to go.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Minnesota calls timeout. Now Jackson, 5 points in the game. Bazemore for 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 here in this one already. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Griffin passes to Paul. The 3 from Korver. He kicks to Griffin. Back to Korver. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Biyombo is checked in for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Levine's checked in. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Inside. Towns, no luck.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And here's Sefolosha for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Timberwolves passing it around. Monroe, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Thabo Sefolosha. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Biyombo. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Korver dishes to Cauley-Stein. From 8. That misses off the backboard. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Towns. Shot from 16. Buries the jump shot. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And he gets it to go.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got 13.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior and forced them to beat you.
Monroe, nice D from Crawford. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Levine kicks to Monroe. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. He's got 15. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
He's got a clear path. Levine, good. Levine's got 13.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Paul to the middle. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Jackson's got the ball. That's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Paul. Here's Griffin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Paul passes to Crawford. Back to Paul. Clock at 6.
How sweet was that? Honey sweet. Paul with great form.
A minute 42 left in the third. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson drives in. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now here's Cauley Stein. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Jackson, and the layup is good. Jackson's got 15.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something that they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Timberwolves have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And so he hits the technical free throw. .11 seconds left in the third quarter. And Pekovic kicks to Thornton. Connects from three-point range. Thornton's got 6. Mayo got it off in time, but it's no good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Timberwolves on top, running away with it. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Los Angeles calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. James Johnson is out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Smith. And it's Stauskas in at the shooting guard. Johnson kicks to Biyombo. Johnson dishes to Smith. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer. There's the call on James Johnson. That's his first foul. Archie Goodwin, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. Timberwolves shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Richardson the pass to Goodwin. Rubio with it. Doubled by Smith. Here's Goodwin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Goodwin's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Timberwolves. And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% from the field. Smith kicks to Biyombo. Back to Smith. And there's the pass to Stauskas. And here's Cephalosha for 3. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Fires from deep. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Now, here's Rubio. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. Fires from the wing. The shot no good. Good D by Rubio. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Richardson kicks to Splitter. That is good. Splitter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Here's Goodwin, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Smith dishes to Cephalosha. They can't stop the run with that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
No good on the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Cook, he's checked in for Minnesota. And he sinks the second. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Stauskas. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Out of bounds. T-Wolves ball.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. To the paint. It's stolen by Johnson. Got a piece of it. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Towns is checked in for Minnesota.
Still team ball. Now into the lineup, the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves on defense. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Biyombo, the pass to Stauskas. Goodwin with the steal. Oh, and here comes Goodwin all alone. That drops.
What a nice play. Stole it away and took it coast to coast.
Kaminsky is checked in for Los Angeles. And that one misses. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
T-Wolves ball.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Towns. They get it back. The feed now to Richardson. Down low. And stolen by Biyombo.
This week on NBA 2K TV, we break.
I can't move my mouth. Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this All-Star special of NBA 2K TV here in freezing Toronto.
In today's episode, we break down the 2K Pro-Am Road to the Finals results, take you behind the scenes at all the All-Star events, vote on your top plays of the week, and hang with Andrew Wiggins in his hometown.
Before we jump into All-Star, we just finished our first qualifying round in 2K Pro-Am Road to the Finals, and here's how it all went down.
In the first game day of the Road to the Finals, the 2K Pro-Am community competed to capture a qualifying spot in the 32-team tournament in May. You guys put up some amazing numbers this round. More than 500,000 blocks and steals were recorded, and team play was strong with over 1 million assists. You shot over 700,000 threes, and the Bigs brought down over 1 million rebounds. As the dust settled, 2 teams locked in their spot in the Road to the Finals tournament, and one team is no stranger to 2K TV. The Drucker Bockers have qualified. Team owner Mr. Styles continues to lead his team, while the elite scorer TML prioritized the all-important teammate grade this round. Rip DJ held down post play, earning a triple-double and averaging 9 assists in their 4 qualifying wins. The Drucker Bockers' impressive run shows promise for the upcoming game days in this epic esports event. There are 15 opportunities left for your team to qualify for the Road to the Finals tournament. The next game day is tomorrow, so get out there and grab those 4 dominating wins. To stay on top of all things Road to the Finals, remember to check the NBA 2K Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages. You can also check out the coverage of the event on Bleacher Report. So who will be the next to qualify for a chance at $250,000 and a trip to the NBA Finals? It's up to you. And it's still anyone's game.
NBA All-Star Weekend isn't only about the dunk contest or East versus West. There are so many events going on this weekend, so we thought we'd give you a little taste on what it feels like to be in on all the action. Let's go.
There are so many fun and unique parties at All-Star, and at this one, hosted by Mountain Dew, I had a chance to test my artistic abilities using virtual reality.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Guys, this was my first attempt at VR. It definitely takes more than 3 minutes to master this.
I'm almost done with my masterpiece, guys.
If you can't tell, my piece says NBA 2K TV. I must admit, though, Isaiah Thomas did really well on his first try. It was early to bed Saturday night because Sunday I joined an early morning workout to test the new Jordan 30. Jordan Brand even had an awesome display of the J's that led to the creation of the 30. Then heading to NBA Center Court, I got to participate in my own skills challenge with the 2016 champion himself, Karl Anthony Towns.
Where's Rachel?
Here I am.
Oh, and Rachel got the shot.
A little sweat and a lot of fun.
Come on, Rachel.
Gotta love All-Star.
She don't miss.
What's up, guys? I'm here in Vaughan, a small town right outside of Toronto, and today we're catching up with Andrew Wiggins about his All-Star weekend and how he gives back to his hometown.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Andrew Wiggins.
It was in this exact gym that the Timberwolves guard and rising All-Star Andrew Wiggins paved his way as a kid. To give back to his community, Wiggins and Adidas have renovated the community center with new rims, shooting guns, a scoreboard, and more, including new glass backboards. Hopefully none of these will be shattered by a dunk.
Congratulations on this event.
Thank you.
So much fun, right? Those kids were thrilled to see you. I heard that when you were in the 9th grade, you shattered a backboard here.
Yeah,
Did you get hurt?
Shocked too.
Did you
nah.
get cut? Oh, that's good.
I ran in here and just told Vaughn, who works here, I broke the rim. Like, ain't no one playing on this rim no more.
Is that the only backboard that you've ever shattered?
Yeah.
At 14?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
I didn't even think I dunked it that hard. And then after I felt like a little thing just fall down, I looked up, it shattered. And I was just lost for words. I was just shocked.
And how do you feel about your handprint now?
I put it high so no one can get it.
It's probably still wet. I hope like no one's like shooting out there and messing it up. All of the kids are here today to take in this experience. What's the one thing that you hope they take away from your new gym?
You know, I grew up in this gym basically. It was my second home. So hopefully they can get that out of this and just keep playing, keep working hard in the gym.
Adidas helped you a lot with this, which is amazing. And you have 3 new colorways now of the Crazy Light 2.5. What was your first thoughts when you found out you were going to get your own colorways?
I was hyped. Everyone always dreams of having their logo on the shoe and seeing my friends and little kids with it. You know, that's something you dream of.
This year in My Player, your player has to balance all of their different obligations. This is like a really great example of, you know, Brando you have with Adidas, giving back to your community. Is there one thing that really helps you to keep your schedule straight and still be able to do all the things you want to do?
I've always had the same people around me, you know, from high school to college, even to now. If I'm doing something, they're not no yes man. You know, so if I'm doing something wrong, they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, you should do that. No, they're gonna tell me it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, they always keep it real.
That's awesome.
That's what helped me get to where I am now.
I like it. Well, congratulations again on an awesome event and your new gym. And thanks for coming on 2K TV.
Thank you.
High fives.
Thanks to everyone who sent in their top plays. Remember, if you want to be featured, keep sharing your videos on social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. Now it's time to vote. Let's see who embarrassed their competition the most with these top plays. Now it's time for 2K TV Interactive.
What elementary school did I go to?
Enjoyed our All-Star special episode of NBA 2K TV. Make sure you stay tuned because next week we have more for you guys, including Karl Anthony Towns. I'll see you later. Bye! Let's go to bed.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, the wheels have started to come off for them recently. Clearly a mid-season swoon taking place. We'll see if they can start to shake out of it tonight. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah, sounds like Ernie last night.
Yeah, love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by, along with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Live from Los Angeles, we proudly bring you the Clippers at the Staples Center. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to the Golden State Warriors. They had a chance there right up to the end. They only lost by 3.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. John Lure's out there with Chandler. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Archie Goodwin. And it's Booker in at the 2-guard spot. And Baamute with the steal. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Tucker. Chandler with a screen for Goodwin. Drills it from outside. Goodwin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Now here's Paul. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Golden State. The shot by Redick, no good. And here's Phoenix. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor. Clark as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Booker pulls it in.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Chandler, currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. LA's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. There's the feed to Pierce. Stolen by Tucker. Passes it to Goodwin. Chandler with a screen for Goodwin. Down low. Chandler kicks to Booker. Tucker dishes to Lure. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Goodwin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Paul. Wide open look. Shot's good from Mbah a Moute. Mbah a Moute has got his second bucket tonight.
A delicious dime from Chris Paul there.
Suns trail by 3. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Tucker buries it from about 10 feet away.
Read the defense perfectly on that possession.
Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And that one's good by Pierce.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Goodwin. Last time 14 points for him. Redick with it. Inside. Takes it from 10. Here's Jordan. No good. Nice D from Chandler.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence. Allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Now here's Goodwin. He's guarded closer. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Tucker. And he hits it to tie the game up. Tucker's got